there, my name is Megan and welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be doing another You Choose What I Read video. The reason I'm doing this is I just want to be more interactive with the people who watch my videos, so thank you so much for watching. So in this video, I'm going to be letting you guys choose what I read for adult fantasy. So these are all books that I own the first book in the series and that's it, but if I really like the first book, it'll be a series that I plan on continuing. And also, since Christmas is coming up soon, it'll be good if I know I want certain books in a series. I can tell my family and they'll know what to get me, so that'll really help. But some of these books I've had for a while and some of them I have just acquired. So you have 5 choices and let's just get on into the books. The first book is Red Sister by Mark Lawrence. This is a book that I found at a used bookstore and I couldn't believe it because it was like $9 and it's in perfect condition. I've never read anything by Mark Lawrence before, but I know that this book has a lot of popularity and is very well spoken about on BookTube, so I'm really excited to see what this is about. The only thing I know about it is it follows a main character who is raised in kind of like a convent-like atmosphere, and in this convent, I don't know if they're actually nuns or they're called nuns, but they do have some sort of magical ability, and I think they like fight evil or something like that. I've heard it described as like assassin nuns. I don't know how accurate that is. It just seems like an interesting book, and based on the popularity, I'm really excited to read this and read the rest of the series and see if it's something that I would enjoy. The next option is The Blade Itself by Joe Abercrombie. This is the first book in the First Law series, I believe. This is an adult, obviously, epic fantasy series. I have read Joe Abercrombie's, I think it's Shattered Sea series. It's the young adult series, and I absolutely love that series. I'm really excited to reread it in the future. So this series, I thought I would give it a whirl. I've heard just that it's very character driven and less plot driven, which kind of surprised me because I thought that the young adult series he wrote was very plot driven. So I have heard it's very dense in that it is mostly focused on the characters and their development and their character arc. So that's really all I know about it. I think there's a decent amount of characters in this book and it's multi-perspective, but as for the fantasy world and the magic system and all of that, the political system, I know absolutely nothing about. I will basically be going into it blind. The next option is Foundry Side by Robin Jackson Bennett. I bought this book kind of on a whim. I have never read anything by this author before. I don't know what possessed me to buy it. It just sounded really cool. All I know about this book is that it is a heist type book, and I believe it follows a thief. So that's all I know. But if it's anything like The Lies of Locke Lamora mixed with like Six of Crows and a little bit of The Final Empire by Brandon Sanderson, I think that I will really enjoy this. And I know that a lot of people have enjoyed this book, and I also have read some reviews of people who did not like it. So I'm excited to be introduced to an author I've never read before, because Robert Jackson Bennett has another fantasy series that if I like this series, I will definitely be looking into his other series. And I believe the second book in this series comes out very soon, or next year very soon. Next option is Time of Dread by John Gwynne. So this book I actually found at the used bookstore for $3 yesterday. So I was really not planning on picking this up, but I have John Gwynne's Malice, that series, which I still have not read, and the book I have I got used from thrift books, and it's got like a ton of water damage. So I think the reason I haven't read it is because it's so damaged. And I just heard rave reviews about John Gwynne, and I want to give that series a chance too, but I'm gonna buy a new copy of Malice. And when I saw this, I was like, even though it's his second series, if I really like it, I know for a fact that I will enjoy his first series. So this series follows angels and demons, basically, and it follows a race of like warrior angels, and they have banished demons of this land and occupy this land now. And basically the demons are resurging and this evil is resurging, and they are going to have to battle it out. So it sounds like a good versus evil based on the synopsis, but I'm sure that there is a lot more to this book than just angels and demons, good versus evil. However, I really want to give John Gwynne a try, like I said, because I'm interested in reading his other series as well. The next book I have is Kill the Queen by Jennifer Estep. This is a book that I've heard absolutely nothing about on really Goodreads or BookTube at all, and it was one that I found for $2 at my local library sale, but I had my eye on it for a while. In this book, one's worth is based on how much magic they can wield, and it follows a character who can wield absolutely no magic, so she is kind of at the lower rung of society, and I believe she's a lowly servant in the castle. And then it follows a royal who is really, really far back in the line of ascension. There is some sort of coup at this palace, and the ruling monarch is replaced, so the servant and the noble have to flee, and they get caught up in kind of this traveling gladiator kind of show. So it just sounds like it's a combination of a lot of different things, a little bit of historical fiction with the gladiator influences, as well as fantasy. And honestly, based off the cover and the way that that character is dressed, that looks like modern paranormal. So I'm really not sure what to expect about this book. I've never read anything by this author before, and I know that the third book in the series is coming out very soon, or just came out. So if I like this book, I will definitely continue with the series. Alright guys, so those are the 5 options for You Choose What I Read in the month of November for adult fantasy. Make sure you vote in the polls. Check out the card up in the corner, and let me know if you've read any of these books and what you thought about them and which ones I should read, and I will see you guys soon in another video. Bye!